All right. So beautiful people, thank you so much. Um, God bless you so much. I understand, how busy you are, and I don't take this day for granted. I appreciate you so much, you know it, and I respect the kind of person you are and the knowledge that you have. Like every day, parenting is, one of the unique, hurdles that is affecting a lot of family, and from technology to it dynamic, changes. By God's grace, every family comes with its challenges, and I'm so happy that when I did speak to you with regards to supporting parents with how to handle children nowadays, you didn't turn your back on me. I'm so happy, and I appreciate you for gracing Diana's Diary and believing in my dreams. So I especially want to welcome you once again on Diana's Diary. People, I just want to thank you all for joining Diana's Diary. Today is also another enlightened conversation, another enlightened talk. I know somebody will be empowered, somebody will have a great knowledge before leaving this platform. So let's invite people. Without much ado, I want to welcome you, senior pediatrician Lady Echan Grace. Thank you so much for coming on Diana's Diary.
Thank you very much for having me. It's a pleasure. I really follow your page. You are doing a great job. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of the things you are teaching us. And honestly, we are learning a lot from you. So thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So before we dive into the topic, I always say that with your personal self, I would like you to just share a bit about yourself, how you started life, where you are now. I'm so proud of you. You do so many teachings. You are a mother, you are a wife. Still, you are doing so much for yourself. You still have time to go to work. You still have time to do other businesses. You still have time to impact generations. So somebody might be watching us that your story might inspire the person. So I always take this opportunity for you to just share a little bit about yourself with regards to the challenges that you went through and the other things to just bless us.
So my name is, you can call me Mami Equia, you can call me Grace, whichever one you call me, I'm happy. I'm a mother of 3 children. I'm a nurse as well. So we all came into this country. I've been here for a while, not very long, but for a while. So when I came here, we all have the times that we are confused. We don't know where to go from, what to do. I remember when I came here, I used to work as a teaching assistant in the school. So I work in Key Stage 2, Key Stage 3. Then I wanted to go into teaching. I'm like, oh, this thing is really interesting. I want to do this. Then I realized that, you need to sit down and think, what do I really want to do? What are my interests? So I found out that, I think I'm more interested in the medical part of the teaching, because I remember in my school, if a child fall down or have a cut or something, I'm quick. I'm just interested in dressing the wound. I'm interested in, so I realized I'm more into that than the actual teaching itself. So I decided to go into nursing. So I went into nursing. Before I came to this country, I had already done my first degree in education in Ghana before coming.
Wow.
I went to nursing, and then I did pediatric nursing because it's always been about children anyway. So then I had my degree in nursing here. I worked for a while. Then I went back to do critical care nursing. I wanted to better myself a little bit. So I went to do critical care nursing. Then I worked in the critical care environment for some time. Then I worked with the trauma team. Then I'm like, I still need to do more. So I went to do a little bit more top up.
So what was the drive? What was driving you to be wanting to do more for yourself?
I'm one person that I don't want to get comfortable at one place for long. So anytime I do something, even as I'm doing it for some time, I start looking around. what are the different ways I can do this same thing I'm doing, but in a bit different way. So I don't really get comfortable in one place for a long time. That's me. So whenever I'm working in a particular place, I'm still looking for opportunities. What can I do? Is there any door or window that is opening that you can actually better yourself? Because we never we've not gotten there yet. So it's still a journey. We are still in the progress.
Yeah.
So, and God has been faithful. Saying all this, I'm a Christian as well. So you leave everything to God and then you do your best. And we are here. So we've done critical care, we've done trauma.
Yeah.
As there's a lot of trauma cases in London. So we've done trauma. We've handled a lot of trauma cases, and now we try to add teaching to what we do.
Oh, so you didn't leave the teaching whilst you are still doing your nursing. You've combined the two now.
I'm trying to do public health so you can teach more about the clinical aspect, about what people are to expect, and also I'm really interested in psychology. So I want to try and understand why kids behave the way they do. I've worked with adolescents a lot. So I work with a bit of teenagers here, and I'm trying to do psychology because I want to understand them to be able to work better with them. So that's what we are doing till now, and we're still moving. Yeah.
Wow. I'm so proud of you. You've done womanhood is proud of you. We are proud of you. So today we just want to dive into our topic. This topic was inspired by one of your speech that you did some time ago when we had our Christmas dinner, and my husband and I and everybody was talking about it. And with Diana's diary, I was like, a lot of parents, we are having difficulties how to balance life, how to train up the child. How do we do it? How do we do it? We are in a diaspora now. There's so many things going on with this technology and everything, and I was like, what, I think you are the best person to come to. You are the best person to come to just to help us. So let's hear what you have for us so that we can ask you whatever topic.
To be fair, when I saw the topic, I'm like, this is a broad topic. This is parenting is a
one.
Everybody, one way or the other, will at some point in time parent somebody, become a parent, either to your biological children, to your cousins, to your niece, a mother to be. We are all in the process. So parenting is something that you can't push it to a certain group of people, because we are all going to experience that at some point in our time. And we always say 21st century. the Gen Z period, it's a whole idea. So before we start, we need to know who is the 21st century child. Before you can be a 21st century parent, you need to know who am I parenting? So the 21st century child. Most of us, we were born in the 1980s. We coming from the millennium. So when we look at how things used to be at that time, and we look at now, we are like, where is the world going to? In our eyes, the world is coming to us, but in their eyes, it's just beginning. So who is the 21st century child? So what I want to say about that is, we are looking at a child who has a lot of information at their fingertips. The child has got information that at your age, at that time, you had not a quarter of that information. So it's a child who is enlightened. They are exposed generation. This information is so exposed. They are curious. The 21st century child wants to know everything. They want to experience everything. Sometimes they ask questions and you are like, what are you using that answer for? What do you need?
You have to make sure.
that those children are a group of children, they easily get bored. The 21st century child easily get bored of things. They are children that has a lot of information but little technological ideas.
Mm.
They haven't got the mental capacity
Yeah.
to solve the problems they need to solve at their age. Even though they have a lot of the informations, they rely most of their lives rely on technology. They have the AIs in place to solve them. Even if some of them, if you ask them math question, they will send it to AI for the answer because they are not ready to sit down and think. That is the generation we have at hand. They have all the information, they have all the technology, they have all the access, the exposure, yet still they refuse to exercise their ability to critically think. So the 21st century child will think a little bit and they are tired already. They want you to top up whatever they are doing for them. Whereas when we think about our time, when we were growing up, sometimes you and your friends, you make your own plan. You have your agenda, what to do, especially when we are on vacation. You have your agenda. I remember one of my friends used to tell me, you know, before the day ends, you've completed different tasks among your group.
Yes.
But these are children that before the day ends, if you don't take care, they can be in the front of the screen for the whole day. So that is the generation we call the 21st century generation. They have everything, but they stand in the middle of everything with nothing. That's how I put them. They are in the middle of everything. They have the access, the opportunities are there, everything is at their fingertips, but they are in the middle of it all, and most of them are with nothing. That is where the 21st century parent comes in. So then somebody will say, so having all these kids at home with me, what do I need to do as a 21st century parent?
That's the question.
So I always say that parenting starts very early in the child's life. It actually, some psychologists say it actually starts even when you are pregnant. You need to plan for your child, how you are going to emotionally connect with your child. Because I've seen parents that give birth and they immediately disconnect from their children. Out of the pain they go through, the trauma, the fear, all the things they've been through, they immediately, the child is born, they are disconnected. So that's the post-birth trauma. It takes time to talk to them, to nurture them, to bring back the child to them. So we need to prepare ourselves right from the time we find out we are pregnant.
Okay.
Because you bring in Bible says children are gifts from God. And when you are expecting a gift or somebody gives you a gift that is precious, you don't just leave it anyhow. You take care of it. You make good use of the gift. That is how God expects us to keep the gift He has given us. Because remember, we are, as Christians, we Christians believe that we're going to be accountable for each and every one of the kids God has given us. So then we have a great task on our shoulders. So whilst you have the child in your tummy, you start planning for the child. You start preparing yourself mentally, financially, environmentally. Where do I want to raise my kids? Plan that ahead. And most of us, we don't do that. We start buying the dresses, I'm having a baby girl. How will I plait the hair? Oh, how will I put ribbons in? We love that aspect of having a baby than actually sitting down and thinking about that other aspect, that this child I'm bringing to the world, how do I want the child to turn up? What am I supposed to do? And so when we bring out the child, Piaget says that they start from sensory motor still. Whilst you give the child birth, they don't know not that they don't know anything, but the brains are not developed enough to understand the environment, to understand what is going on. So from 0 to 2 years, we call it sensory motor stage. They know everything is permanent. If you put an object there and you take the object from there, a toddler will not search for it because you know that it doesn't exist anymore. So at that point, their brain is not fully developed to the extent that they can understand situations. So I always say that parenting at that time, we find our way around it. We're able to put our child to bed. We are able to do whatever we want to do because we feel they are still too young to understand the things that go on. But then they keep growing and the brain keep growing. So they will get to a stage we call pre-operational stage. So at that stage, the brain is developed a little bit. They now understand things that goes on in the house. They now don't know the difference between truth and lies. So when you are lying, they know my mom is lying. And remember, the children we have nowadays, the most times they learn is from what they see. Remember, I've told you that this generation, they love to use their eyes more than their brains. So whatever they see, they follow. Whatever they hear, they follow. So whenever your kids are around at that stage, you need to be careful. What am I talking about? Whom am I talking to? Am I telling lies? What is my child watching? Is this a good example that I want my child to follow? Because they are watching everything and they are going to follow. Sometimes it feels like, oh, they are still children. They don't know anything. Of course they know. So we need to be careful at this stage. Then from that stage, we're going to move on to concrete operational stage. At that stage, they now make concrete meanings to situations. So when your mood change, that morning when you have a fight with your husband, and then your mood has changed, your child understands. He knows that there is something wrong with my mom because now they make it.
Concrete stage is what age?
So the concrete operational stage, normally some books say that it start from 7 years up until before they get to adolescent age.
Okay.
Some books say it start from 8 years, but all the same is from around that time to before they get to adolescent age. So in that stage, they are developing, they are understanding situations, they will ask you questions, they're learning things from school, friends are telling them things, they are role playing. Sometimes if you are not there, they will wear your shoes, they are trying to be you. That is how the brain is developing, they are learning. So in this stage, I always say that some of we parents, we love to shout at children. We dampen them from right from that age. Oh, you like talking. Oh, keep quiet and go and sit down. Oh, I'm so busy. Don't talk to me at this time. Go into your room. As we do that, we are withdrawing them from, because at that stage they want to come. They have all up. So we need to know what my child wants. Is my child a talkative type? Is he the extrovert or the introvert type? What can I do to help my child? Does he like talking? Is he able to express himself? If not, what can I do to help my child? Sometimes I always say that we, the African parents, we tend to ask the children questions and answer the questions. So we don't give them time to express themselves. So we ask questions like, I told you not to put your shoes here. You put your shoes there, eh? So the answer the child can give is yes or no. Whereas you need to ask them, yesterday I told you not to put your shoes here. Is there any reason why you put them there today? So they will be able to express themselves to that. Oh, maybe I forgot. Maybe I'm going to learn better next time. So that is where we need to. We don't watch these things because that is how we grew up. When we were growing up, our mothers were always telling us what to do. And then they were always answering questions for us. So it's part of us. But knowing that you are now a 21st century parent, there are certain things you need to learn to change as much as you can and as quick as possible. So then these kids are growing, so they're going to go to the formal operation stage. That is when they are entering the adolescent stage. They are fully, I always say that stage, I call it the state of dilemma, because they don't want you to call them as children and they don't want to be called as adults. So they are confused at that stage already. So if a child is confused at that stage, they need extra care. They need extra support. Imagine when you traveled to UK for the first time. Let's take for your first 6 months, when you were in your transitional state. The same thing with these kids. There were a lot of things that we don't know. Sometimes you want to go somewhere, you don't know your way. You are asking people, how do I get here? There are things that you didn't even know exist in this country. It takes time to learn to find your way. In the same stage, when they get to the formal operational, which is from 12, 11, 12, 13, 14, going to their adolescence, they are in a state of dilemma, they are in a state of confusion, they are in their transitional period. So in that state as well, they do things they themselves they don't understand. I know a parent who complained to me that every morning he opened the music too loud. And then I shouted to keep the music down, but they don't. Because the child don't know why. I don't understand, but I just want to listen to the music and I want to open it loud. Because they do things at that stage that they don't get it. They want to be treated as not children. They don't want you to treat them as adults. So in that stage, you as a parent, you need to reason with them.
Okay.
Reason with them. Give them the opportunities to listen, think about situations, and answer for themselves their responsibilities. Just ask them, is there any reason why you think you don't need to clean your room, especially the boys? Is there any reason why you think you eat and you keep your plate in the room? Just have some time and think about it. I'll come back and then, instead of you barging in the room, insulting them, look at how dirty your room is. You are such a dirty boy. Pick your plate, take it out. Whilst when we continuously do that, we are exercising power over them. But at that stage, we need to exercise authority over them, not power. The difference between exercising authority over your child, authority comes with respect, power comes with force. I always say that when you have authority over your children, even when you are not around, they do what you ask them to do. But when you have power over your children, they will do what you ask them to do in your presence, but they will never do it in your absence. And a time will come when they will be able to stand against that power. And that is when parents and children will fall out, there will be fights, there will be misunderstanding, because you can exercise the power over them up to a certain period in their life. But when you master the ability to have authority over them, that is when you gain that respect from them, that understanding from them. They now understand that this is what my dad is saying, and this is what I really need to do, because I understand the reason why he's giving me this task to do. So in that case, even in your absence, they will do what you want to do. If you read the Bible, sometimes if God really wants us to do something, he will say, I beseech thee by the mercies of God. It's not that God cannot exercise his power over us, but then God uses his authority, because God in his own mind wants you to respect, give him the honor from freely from your heart, willingly. He doesn't want to exercise power over you. He can't exercise power over all human beings, but he uses authority. That's where God's authority comes in. So under authority, you use your own will. You're happy to do it because you do it with respect. So I always tell parents that let's watch, because those two words, you can easily intertwine them. You can easily use them in each other's place. But we need to master the courage of using authority. When you are using authority, you allow children to bring their views. You allow them to express themselves. Sometimes when you make mistakes, you are willing to say sorry. But when you are exercising power, you are the autonomous. So everybody, hey, shut up. The house is too noisy. Everybody go to your room. Everybody, what are you doing? Go and do this. Hey, get up. Then it doesn't work. It worked for you for some time, but it wouldn't work. It wouldn't last. So at that stage as well, we need to be there for them. We need to let them know that, you know what, I'm here. That is what they want to know. They want to know that there is somebody there for me. When I say being there for them, I'm talking about your time. The 21st century parents need to have time for the kids, because these children, they know when you don't have time for them. They know when you don't even want to do what you are doing for them. Because I was talking to this child and he said, my mom came to my sports day, and after the sports day he was like, a teacher full with you. It's a full way into the mama ya be the real way you be there. So in the presence of the child. So I've told you that these kids, they listen. And because they have a lot of information, they understand what you told them. They know that you really don't want to be in their sports day, but you are there anyway. So they will keep that in their mind. But even though my mom came to my sports day, he didn't want to be there because he saw that as not necessary. Meanwhile, you need to let them know that, oh, I'm here for you. I came because I want to come. I'm tired, but I'm here because I want to be here. I want to watch you play. They like that. Children of this 21st century. The other time you go to school, oh my PTA meeting. I said, found. To me, come I'm saying, I don't know my PTA meeting. You see, you won't even dare go and ask them. Because we were used to that environment. We were used to that way of upbringing. But this is a different, I would say this is a different system. It's a different era. And we have a different bunch of generational group that we are dealing with. So you need to let them know that you are there for them. Sometimes I would say that those who have teenage children, sometimes you don't even need to talk. Just go to their room, reassure them that I know it's a lot you are doing. I know it's a lot, especially when their GCSEs is coming. I know it's a lot to learn, or I know you have a lot going on, but I'm here for you. Anytime you want to talk, come to me. Whatever you want to say, I'm ready to listen. So wherever they go, whatever they go, they have it in mind that, oh, my mom, I still have somebody I can talk to. Because they're gonna need that. They're gonna need that person to talk to at some point in time.
Lady, let me ask you a question before you go deeper. I have with the early stage, the now we are the formal stage, okay? With the preschool, let's say a parent who is parenting children within this section, like different categories. So we have a parent who has a child from between 0 and 3, and has 5 and 8, and also 12 and 18. So let's say 18 years, 8 years, and 2 years. Okay, what are the traits between them? How do I manage children like that when it comes to their tonation, their forgetfulness? Like the children that I have here, I have 4, 8, 10, and 1. So with the 8-year and 9, they tend to forget. I need to repeat myself all the time. And it's like you being in a care home that you are speaking to an old man who has dementia, that you need to keep repeating yourself. So whatever you are talking about, I will really appreciate it. Some of the things that we should expect from the children. I know you've mentioned few of them. Whilst the kids, the little ones, they need bonding, you need to support them, they need to feel loved and all that. And the other stage, if you could let us know some of the things to expect, so that we wouldn't be wondering, because sometimes I'm like, hey, Adiama can bear 100 times, I keep saying the same thing. And a child, because at the moment I'm looking after other children, okay, because I've opened a daycare, and some of the kids remember. They don't forget. Like I tell them, don't do here, they will sit quietly. I'm like, how come my children are not?
Yeah.
Is it not the same? Shouldn't they have the same IQ today?
No.
What is the problem?
One thing you should know is every child is different. Children are different. So the fact that one child will sit and listen, and then yours will be all over the place. I remember my son, anytime we go, I'm like, What is wrong with you? You need to learn to sit down. Say, I'm sitting. Before you turn and you turn back, he's standing up already. So what you should expect from these children is
That is the 8-year-old and the 9.
you're going to repeat yourself constantly with them. What you're going to do with these kids is what I normally do and what I teach people to do is let them write the task down themselves.
Okay.
So when I come from school, what do you have to do first? Put my shoes at the right place. Maybe let them write the first 2 tasks you want them to do. Stick them by where they can see it every time.
Okay.
So as soon as they open the door from school, they will see that. So once they see their own handwriting, maybe let them put their own stickers on whatever they want to do with that. Let them do it themselves. Don't write for them. Let them write the task themselves. Put it where they, like the Bible. You know, everything we're doing is in the Bible. Bible says that these commandments I'm giving you is right. Write them down for your children. Let them see it every day. You know, that is what the same thing is what, but because Bible knows that we will forget about the commandment, and once we forget, we won't do it. It's not intentional that they don't want to do it. They forgot about it. And honestly, they forget. Because what?
I'll tell you that I don't know why I always forget mommy. I'm so sorry. I'm like,
they are doing 100 things at the same time. They want to do this. As they are coming from school, they have their plan already. I'm going to do this. After this, I'll do this. So they have forgotten what you told them to do. So the best way is let them write their own task, what you want them to do. Let them stick it where they can see it. So as soon as they open the door, they will see it. Then they will do it. Maybe the first week you might still need to remind them to keep watching. Look at that in the wall. But with time, you see they will pick that. So once they master the little ones, then you add more. So for instance, like don't give them 10 tasks at the same time. What are you supposed to do? Read through. It won't work. So break it down. Maybe first 2. Then the next time, once they have mastered that, you go to the next one. But know that you are constantly going to repeat yourself on certain things. Because that is how they're going to learn. You can't leave them that, oh, I've said it 2 times, I'm tired. The moment you get tired, things are not done. So that means we are going backwards instead of going forward. You know what I'm trying to do?
yeah.
So
with the communication skills at those different levels, what with a bit of your psychology, what's going in there? Like, what kind of skills do I have that I should be able to individually treat them individually, isn't it? Not like, because they are all different stages.
exactly. You need to spend time with them. Sometimes spend time with each individually.
Okay.
You know, we like to go out together. Oh, let us all go out. So sometimes if you have, let's say if you have adolescent child, you always go out together with the 2-year-old or the 1-year-old. A time will come that you say, let's go out. She won't go. She or he won't go. You say, okay, you take the little ones, I'll be home.
Started already.
But sometimes take one person alone, spend time with that person. That one you can talk with them in their level. You don't need to think about the little ones. Oh, are they going to? For instance, if you want to, there was a parent who said, oh, I wanted to talk about puberty with my daughter. But then the little one wanted to follow. So I left that one home. I went out to have coffee with my daughter. Then we sat over coffee and we talked, and she was marveled the things the daughter told her. In that camp, she feel like you are having a one-to-one time with her, and you can talk in their level. You don't need to think about the little ones. You don't need to speak in the tonation that the little ones will also understand and be happy, because you are want to spend time with them together, but find time to spend time with individually. Go out with one person, go to movies with her, sit somewhere with her, have a chat with one alone. Especially those who have both boys and girls together. Try and have a me time with each of them separately. Sometimes it helps, because you always do things together, which is the best. But at some point, do things individual so you can come to their level. If you feel that this one, I can actually talk to her because she understands me. She's matured enough to understand what we're talking about. You go that level with her. Then when you go out with the little ones, it's a playtime. They are still in that state. So you come down to their level. So that is what will help in the two. Good.
Okay.
So moving forward.
I think there were some questions. Let me read a little bit whilst you go to the formal stage. So the African, from My Health, My Word, she said the African sometimes doesn't help us to understand these children. Okay, yeah. We tend to forget that they also have feelings and emotion and things. She was adding up to yours. And Lady Gold, she said, wow, I thought it was just me. I think when I asked my question, keep repeating myself all the time. I know. Lady Maggie, she said, good tips. Thank you, sister. She's speaking to you that you are giving good tips. Thank you. Lady Gold again, she says, she will remember to play games, but forgets to wash her plate. I call it selective memory. All right. Lady Efia, oh, thank you. She says because they play too much, sometimes they forget and they have lack of concentration. Is it true? All right. At Gold Coast Essentials, different personalities, different age as well. Their maturity level is different from each other. Yes. You cannot treat all of them at the same way because their age is different. Yes, we know. But Deaconess Maggie says, yes, you are right, sis. I call it mom and son dating. I think that's what she's also doing, is helping her. And Lady Efia again, she says, sister, you are very knowledgeable with your work. Thank you. Yeah, it's harmony. Okay, no question. It's just an encouragement, and so we're doing well.
So now we're gonna go into things that I expect from the 21st century parent. First, you have to be knowledgeable. You need to upgrade yourself. You need to learn. You need to learn certain things and learn it quickly. Film on Netflix, which I think most parents watch. It's a recent film that came not long ago. I'm trying to remember it was a series though, but it was all together. It's a British series that a boy was accused of murder at a young age. I've forgotten the name. It was.
If you remember, let us know.
Let me know the name. It's a very good film that people can go and watch. It got
for the adolescent.
Yes.
Is it the adolescent?
Yes, that's the film. That the parent didn't even know that the emojis they use on the phone, every one of them have different meanings. So when I was watching, I said, how can we all know this if we don't learn? So the 21st century parent, you need to upgrade yourself. Bible says, study to show yourself approved. So there are certain things that we don't know, because I always call us BBT, before born before technology period. There are some parents that even to go on their phone, they have to give it to their son. Oh, I beg you, come and do this for me. Oh, come and move the TV from this channel to this channel. How do we do this? The children, they are very smart. They will know that you don't know. So they will use that as a yardstick to do things because they know you don't know. So don't let them know you don't know anything. Your son, you have boys. You've given birth to boys. Some boys love football. Then they ask you this, I don't know. Hey, I don't watch football. I show football. Hey, everything. You don't know everything. They easily become bored. They will become bored of you. It's at that point that when they grow to the operational stage, they will leave the house because they want friends from outside who know. But they want answers. They want you to know. They don't expect you to know everything, but they expect you to know something. So I always say that let us upgrade ourselves as parents. Let's read something little. If there is an issue going on, let's find a bit about that. I remember somebody was telling me that, The son came from school and he was saying that, oh mom, so today we were watching news at school, and then I saw that she was talking about the Israel and this thing, the war that's going on. And the mom said, hey, meet the first and fifth to me, oh my normal to fire. Meanwhile, the child has watched it at school. He's coming home to discuss with you. At least let him know that you have a bit of knowledge about what's going on. Even if you don't know, oh yes, I've heard about it. It's really bad. Oh, I don't know what the world is going to, but let's pray it gets better. I hope they solve their issues. Let the child know you are interested in what he's saying. And the only way you can let them know is that you need to study. You need to learn something. Your daughter loves cooking. You don't know. Mom, do you know this food? I don't know. Fufu na. You don't want to even twist it a little bit. But your daughter wants you to do other things. Let's do continental. Mom, let's watch YouTube. Oh, it's a waste of time. Then it sends us to our next topic, our next point. The 21st century parents have to be a present parent. You don't have to be an absent parent. There are parents that talk to their children on WhatsApp. They've not seen their kids for almost a whole week. They will see them for like 1 day or 2 days. The rest, they will send them a WhatsApp text. I've left food in the kitchen. After you finish eating, do this. It won't help you. It won't help you. Because these kids will know that at this time my mom is not there. At this time she wouldn't be in the house. Oh, the whole week she'll be in the house 2 days. So those 2 days she will be there. But those other days that you are absent. And remember, in your absence, a lot can happen.
Yes.
So be a present parent. I'm not saying don't go to work, because we will all go to work. But let them know that when you are there, you are there. When you are home, you have time. You are home with them. Sometimes let them do things out of the blue. Let them know that you are present. So when they know that you are present, there are certain things they won't do, because they know you will find out. The next one is be an intentional parent.
Okay.
The 21st century parents have to be intentional. Do things intentionally.
Okay.
It's your daughter's birthday. You've never intentionally planned that, oh, I'm going to wake up in the morning, go to their room, wake her up, sing happy birthday for her, just give her one flower or a card. The daughter will grow up with that. Then she will go out and meet one boyfriend somewhere. And these boys nowadays, they are smart. He will text her a nice birthday message. Can we meet here? And she will follow him or her. Because that's what they want to hear. They don't hear that at home. Some parents even forget it. As the children grow up and as we give birth to more, we tend to even forget some of their birthday. I remember a girl came to hospital. She's this eating disorder. She said, my mom has never wished me a happy birthday. She will always say, when the day has passed, she said, oh, yesterday was your birthday, I forgot. Oh, happy birthday. And the child has kept that within for all these years. He's 13 years. She was telling us that my mom I don't remember the last time my mom celebrated my birthday. So we need to be intentional about the things we do. Intentionally take your kids out. Say that, oh, today we're not eating in the house, we're going out together. So next time when somebody tries to persuade them by saying, oh, I'm taking you to a Chinese restaurant, she's already been there with the parent. My mom has already told me I'm beautiful. So you telling me I'm beautiful, it doesn't change anything. So be an intentional parent. Do things intentionally. Sometimes tell them, oh, I'm coming to help you arrange your room. Not because you don't have anything to do. I'm telling you, sometimes the things you see in the room, you will never know if you don't go in there.
And
Last time I was
those
sharing.
are on. I just want them to put out there some of the intentional things they've been doing, so that we can read it out, please. So lady said we should do things intentionally. So, what are some of the things that you've been doing that is intentional so that we can all learn from each and everyone? With the topics that she raised, please let's be commenting with our experiences. Thank you. Sorry.
I know somebody who said she intentionally writes notes. Good morning, darling. You are so beautiful. You are so blessed today. Go out there and shine. I know you can do this. Then she will fold it nicely and put it where the daughter will, maybe put it in her shoes or where the daughter can read. So imagine if she did this, she will smile to herself. Then she'd write, you did so well yesterday. I was so proud of you. I couldn't tell you in person, but I'm telling you by writing. You know, be intentional with these children, because those are the things that will help you to gain their trust. They will gain some kind of friendship in you, that they can easily come to you when they need that help, when they need someone to talk to, because we don't want them to go talking to people outside. Because nowadays, I always say there's evil all over us. The person your daughter is going to talk to, you don't know the advice she's going to give to. Your son, you don't know the group he's going to join. So be intentional about the things you do with them. There was one parent who said she went to the daughter's school. They were having a drama, and the daughter was the main character. She did very well. Then she came home, she didn't say anything. 2 days after, the daughter said, so mom, you couldn't even say I did well during my drama. But my friend's mom saw me at school and she said, you know, you did very well in your drama. You really have a good acting skills. But then the mom herself couldn't comment the child. And then the child was sad about it. So we should do things intentionally. We should plan to do things. We should plan that I'm going to surprise my son in this way. I'm going to do this to surprise my child. And then we should try and make time to do those things. Sometimes by the time they come back from school, intentionally arrange their room. Put some nice notes there. They will be surprised. But remember, once you've done that, the next time you tell them to arrange their room, they will do it. Because you've done that intentionally for them. Then the next one is we are going to be I have some notes here. Let me see what I wrote.
Yes. There's a gentleman, he has just written that being intentional. Pabna Janim, thank you so much. Or say I do morning devotion plus sharing breakfast every morning with my kids.
Yeah. It's really good.
Nice. What I do intentionally is that most of the time I just go and sleep on their bed. You know, they have a bunk bed. So by the time they wake up, I'm sleeping by their side and they're like, oh mommy, and you know, it makes them feel so, you know, welcome. They weren't expecting that, and I do that most of the time. So I think that it's not always cozy with daddy. They have their rooms, but let's try when they are not expecting, we just go stay, and they want that. They're like, because they think you're a big mom, you're a big dad, how can you come and sleep on their bed? And it's so special to them. So I think we can also try that with the devotion that Kwabena also said. Let's have time for the kids. Let's be intentional. Every morning is nice, evening hold hands and all that. So please, I would love it. More intentional things that we are doing. Yeah.
That is a good trick, especially if you use that, you just get your children coming to you like it's really works. It really works.
Yeah.
So, things, and then you plan to do things and you know what you are doing, but do it in a way that they will be surprised you did it. And then some say, oh, I've not done this before. When I start this, how will the children will say, what is he doing? You know? I want to
you can start now. It's true. When you are not of yourself and you are trying to do something that is not of the norm, and they'll be like, what's becoming of mommy? Especially when you're the shouting type and you start acting nice.
Exactly. Because remember, you are not used to doing those things. So when you start doing, they will be like, what kind of awkward behavior is going on in this house? But they will like it. I always say that there is no deadline in making headlines. So you can make headlines at any time. So don't say that, oh, I've waited too long. Now my kids are 16 years. Am I now going to start this? There is no deadline in making anything a headline in your family, in your life. You can do that at any time. Start from some point at now, and then you will get there. So do things for them intentionally. Be part of their daily life. Let them know that whatever they are doing, you are here. Let them know you are here to guide them, not to impose on them. Because there are certain things that we accidentally or unaware, we are not aware we are imposing on them, but we are imposing on them. See, somebody said, my daughter told me she will be a beautician, and I said, are you crazy? Beautician is casting a child. Who has money? One nice mansion from being a beautician. And the daughter was like, I don't even know what my mom is talking about. Do you know how much money people who do interior decoration get? Or my mom don't understand what I'm saying. But then, you know the pathway you want them to go. And they also have their own agenda, what they want to do. The best thing is sit down and discuss with them. Let them know your perspective, where you are coming from, how that will help them. Let them also tell you what they want to do and how they see that helping them, and then come to a conclusion, come to a realization. I was saying that I knew of a family. They are very rich family. They live in Kent. Very rich family. The child went to one of the best universities, if not Cambridge. He did law. He came into one of the best law firms. He did everything. He's gotten a job. You know what? He stopped working. Now the only job the child wants to do is, those people who stand at the train stations and play the guitar and people drop the coins for them. He said, my parent didn't think about my job satisfaction. And I'm like, the mom is like, what is job satisfaction? Like, what do you mean by job satisfaction? You are a lawyer and you don't want to practice anymore. Now you want to do this. But that is what brings joy to the child. He said, when I go and play my music at the train station or at the roadside or what, I get so much satisfaction. I'm happy. This is what I want to do. But growing up, he didn't have that opportunity to sit down with the parent and discuss, what do I want to do? Is this law? Do I want to be a lawyer? If you want me to be a lawyer, give me reasons why you think it's good for me to be a lawyer. Let me give you reasons why I think I want to go this pathway. But we don't impose on them. You have to do this. Come on, this is what you're going to do. And my family, nobody has done this. Why do you want to do this? It doesn't work with these 21st century children. It doesn't work with them. That is why we always see that these kids, they have everything, but the ability to sit down and think. So you need to sit down with them, tell them what you think, let them tell you what is in their head, then give them time to think about the two, and then you find solutions to a lot of problems that goes on in the family. Also, I wrote few things to discuss, then I will let people come in and answer questions. I say, be an example. Be an exemplary parent. When I say be an exemplary parent, what do I mean?
Before you go on that, be the example. With the second topic, be intentional. Some people, let me read them so that you just come be the example. Our lady Efia, she says that she have to show interest. She normally show daily interest in the lives of the kids, and she show appreciation to them all the time. Lady God Coach, she says that, so I set aside time to work on their craft, which is really great. Wow, that is nice. I can learn that as well. Lady God Coach again, she says to improve her natural gifts. Okay. Oh, the time with the craft, so that she will improve on it. One lady also said, she said, I buy them presents whenever they come home from school to share with their achievements. Okay. All right. Words of affirmation, positive words all the time. I do assure them. Kwabena says, how far can man go on adolescent daughter. They say certain things are for women only. I think that's a question. He is saying that how far can a man goes on adolescent daughter? They say certain things are for women only. Oh, okay.
Okay, we will come back to you.
Okay, that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
write the question here, and I will answer your question very soon.
All
So
right.
yeah, I will answer your question very soon. It's a very good question. We'll come back to that.
So now we are talking about the one you are
Being a
being
So-
an
you have to, this generation, I first said they watch things a lot. So they use their eyes. So whatever you are doing, they are watching you. And then there's a psychologist, Eric Hoop. He said, don't worry too much about what you tell your children to do and they are not doing. But worry about what your children watch you do every day.
wow.
Because you are telling them don't lie, but you are always lying on the phone. Hey, Minifio, I'm not home. I'm me Benny. Or David me Juma. Meanwhile, you are sleeping in the sofa, and your kids are watching you. So, and you are telling them don't lie. Hey, don't lie. You don't. Nobody should lie. Why are you lying? Because they are watching you lie. So
And they can refer to you. You
these
tell
are-
the teachers that they are sick. Meanwhile, you are taking them to Ghana. So you start like, why are you lying that we are sick? We are not sick.
Somebody said there was a parent last time we were having parent session with it. He said one day she didn't want to go to work, so she said she called her boss and said, "I'm not very well. I'm so sick. I can't come." The daughter said, "Hey, mommy." She said, "Shh, shh, shh." Then when she said, "Mommy, you just lied to your boss." Because we are telling them don't lie, but you are lying. You know what I mean? That you have to be clean. You know you are now adolescent. Be clean. You need to bath. But she's watching you. Anytime you come back from work, you just put your bag there. You go and lie in the bed. You are sleeping. And you are telling your daughter that you have to do this. They watch. They want to know you. Know what you do and do the same. There was somebody who said that, oh, as Christian, we pray every day. We pray every day. But your daughter has never seen you pray before. To be the example. I always say that our Muslim brothers and sisters, nobody would show the child how to pray 5 times because they are always watching their daddies and mummies pray every time. So they are doing that automatically.
Yes.
This 21st century child, our time, our mothers can be lying and still telling us to tell the truth. You know that time.
Yes.
So me choose what catch we say me will and we obey. We go with it. We go with the flow. But this century children, they will not go with the flow. They will do exactly what they see you do. You want them to make their bed every morning. 7 years, 6 years, 8 years. But they come to your room and your bed is full of things here, clothes here, some on the floor, and you want them to arrange their room. They will do what they see you do. So secondly, I said environment. So what environment are you bringing your child up in? And it affects them right from the early stage. Children who lives in environments that have been properly planned, very conducive. I'm not saying go and live in a big house. We are all not the same. But wherever you are living with your children, make the environment conducive and child appropriate. You have kids at home, your friends have come to you, the kind of conversation that is going on. And the kids are there. You are in a relationship or you are with their father, there is always fight going on. There's always argument. One is beating the other, and the kids are watching. What environment do we want them to grow up in? Remember, I said when you are pregnant, we need to be planning all this ahead. Plan the environment that my children, what do I expose them to in my environment? I always say that the algorithm on the computers and the laptops is so bad that when you use the internet in the house, whatever search bar one has searched, when you open your computer or your tablet, it will automatically pop up on.
Yeah.
So we had a case that the mom was complaining that the child keep watching pornography, and this child is just 14 years. And we were like, where did she? Where? I always say that in the 80s or 80s, before you even think of watching that, you are tired. Which where are you going to get the CD from?
Hmm.
Which the thing we put in, what do you call it? Cassette. Where
Yeah.
are you? Whose TV or whose cassette are you going to put in to watch? So we have all those things to stop us from doing that, but they don't have that. The moment they tap on their phone, it's coming. And once somebody have put in that search bar regularly in their house, it
Yeah.
will pop up on the child's computer.
Yeah.
When the child became addicted to, it was hard to tell. Then later on, the dad admitted that he used to watch on his tablet, on his computer in his room. Yes, you were watching those things, but the algorithm has popped up in your child's tablet or whatever.
Yeah.
We need to be careful the environment we are bringing our children into. If there's something that will affect them, because their mental health it easily go over the bar like this. I always say that when we went growing up, those of us that came from Ghana, Nigeria, wherever we came from, we didn't even know what mental health was. What was mental health? What was boring? What was I'm bored today? I'm depressed. What was that? Because we didn't know that. But unfortunately, this is the 21st century. The children, these have become part of us. So be careful the environment you are bringing your kids up in. Think about their mental health is very important. Their ability to grow up well depends on the environment. So we parents need to create that environment for them. No matter where we are, we need to create that environment for them. The next one is exposure. It comes to exposure as well. What are you exposing your kids to? I always say that there is positive exposure and there is negative exposure. Be intentional. Sometimes I say that your child likes football. Buy football tickets. Take him to a sports stadium. Sit with him. Let him watch football with you. You have exposed. Give him that exposure. Let him know that honestly, this is also part of life. I went to the football with my mom. We watched together. She's been exposed to that. Your daughter is 13. Your daughter is 14. Take him together with you to the spa or wherever you're going to glue your fingernails. I'm not saying that put fingernails on for her, but let them also do manicure. Let them clean their face so she knows it. So because she's already been exposed to that, it's not a new thing to him. So when you go to school and these girls are putting fake fingernails, and she's not in a hurry to do that because you've already exposed her to those things.
Yeah.
I always say that let us intentionally expose them to positive things because these things are going to impact their lives. Take them out, take them to big farms, let them watch, take them outskirts of London, let them watch these nice areas, expose them to good things. There is the opportunities are here, but how much exposure that your child have? There is a negative exposure and there are positive exposures. Let them meet good people. Let them meet people that will push them in their lives. Create that environment. Expose them to those things. Not every day you are in the house with a Jumaba. Oh, me, I'm tired. Bring me the chair. Hey, where's the food? Yeah, you don't expose your kids to nothing. No, some kids have not even gone to movies before, but they are here. They've been giving birth to them. We've given birth to them here. They are here. They live here. So the only time they watch all these movies is on their tablet. So they go to school and their kids are talking about it. Oh, this new movie we went to watch. Oh, there's a new movie on. Have you watched? They can't even talk because they haven't gotten that exposure. Let us be intentional and expose them to good things, and that will help them. The next one we're going to talk about is expectation. Let them know you have expectations from them. The same way they expect certain things from you, make it clear to them that you also expect certain things from them. This is where we give them responsibilities and give them tasks and watch them do it. it will marvel you that when we go to the secondary schools, boys in secondary school who can't even do their own tie, they don't know how to do the tie. So the tie they put on is the already made one that you just clip, then you go. Because most of them can't do the tie. But it's a skill that we need to let them learn, Let them know that I expect you to be able to put on your tie. So when you go to that YouTube, there's videos that teach you how to put on a tie. So watch that. So let them know you are expecting certain things from them.
Yeah.
Because if you don't expect anything from them, they will do things. Trust me, they will do things anyhow. Because nobody expects nothing from me. I have no responsibilities. Me, I'm just living my life. What do you want to do? I don't know. Because I have nobody expect. But once they know that my mom, my dad is expecting me to do this, and whenever you give them your expectation of them, go back to the drawing board every time. Go back with them, go through. So we expect you to do this at the end of the year. How is it going? Do you need help? Is there anything I can do to help? Or you are still learning, you're still on the process. Let them know we are expecting certain things from them. Once they know that you expect them to do certain things, they put in their best. So be expectant of them. And then last but not the least, I would say experience. Give them good experiences in life. What can they remember about you? What can your children sit down and say, oh, growing up, I remember my mom used to do this. Oh, growing up, this is the best thing I remember about my dad. This is the best thing I remember about my mom. Give them that good experience in life. Let them experience good things. Let them experience a lot of things. Give them that good experience. So even it's stuck with them as they grow up, they can think and say, oh, I remember. Because some of us, even as when we grow up, you still remember certain things your mom used to do. You can sit down and think and say, oh, I remember my dad used to do this with me and it was so nice. Oh, I remember at this time my mom was taking me here. So those are the experiences they're going to grow up with. So let them have that experience with you. Sometimes it needs you to pay for them to have certain experience. Put in the effort to pay. Sometimes we are too stingy with our money. We don't want to pay for them to. There is this, a family said, when I see children playing the guitar and the piano, I wish my children can play. And the mom said, piano classes cost me £150 a month. And guitar classes cost me the same thing. But because I want my kids to learn, I sacrifice. So give them that experience. Let them do. What do my child like to do? What do they like to do? Do they want to play football? Do they like to do this craft painting? The other day, my daughter really liked painting. So I took her to this painting. There's this painting course they do for 2 days for children. So I registered her. So in the morning, I will drive her and then drop her there. And then you leave your pack lunch, everything, then you pick them. So during the school break, I did that with her. And she was so happy. This year she was asking me, Mommy, when am I going back to the painting course? She loved it. So sometimes we need to sacrifice to give them those experiences. The other day there was a case that came to my hospital, a child that fell in water or river or something and don't know how to swim. So he died. And we were discussing, so there's a debrief. So we were doing debrief, and then somebody was saying that, don't they teach the swimming at schools? And if they don't teach at schools, what stops parents from letting their children learn how to swim? Because you live in a country where a child may one day somehow want to go out with their friends. You never will know where they will go. They might go to where there's a swimming pool, riverside, poolside. Everybody is swimming. So your child will be enticed. He will be tempted to join them. So why can't we give them that opportunity, that experience to at least learn swimming? If not for anything, just for your own life. Sometimes you might need it. But most of the Africans, we don't have time for that. Our monies don't do those things. We don't have time to follow them to swim. I can't stand in the sun for football. It's too cold outside. And then we leave these kids to grow with no experience, no skill, and they grow like that. And at the end of the day, it will come back biting us. So let's put these things in, and I think we will come out with the best 21st century children we are looking forward to bring. Having said all that, let them know your faith. Start that from right from the baby stage. Let them know your faith. Because if you leave them to nothing, they will come out with nothing. They will pick whatever they learn from outside. But let them know this is our faith. This is what we believe in. And let them see you practice it. Let them see you practice it. If you have any question, you can bring your questions at this point.
Thank you so much. Thank you. This is so detailed. Lot of informations, lot of examples. So anybody who wants to add up, we've got just 10 minutes. We can just add up and ask our questions, and she will be more than happy to help us. If there's any struggles that you've been going through and you need support, that is why we are here. Or if there's any experience, okay, I've got a lovely lady here.
I'm going to answer the man's question quickly, but let
the gentleman come on first.
Okay, now
Uncle Michael, you are welcome.
Madam, Mama, bro, for me, the man, yes, you.
Oh, don't worry.
Me besere me nua ba kakra bi. Eda mase nyame shira mo pa wo adwuma pa amafa to mo so na ane ma moye nyame shira mo pa. Nyame shira mo. Na kwa na kan pese mi kan se brofo na no den do. Yes amenti. O ye ojuyi ni mako na mte. Agina se asa isi wa man TV Jesus Sunday obekere me mu. Nyame shira mo.
But the can you now quantity, Michael? How are you busy at a TM with and the modern technology ne your friend is saying Tete Diano says a catcher, how are you busy a grooming crown with the technologies that we have, the dynamic system of the world now? Means like a couple of way. Okay.
Mami answer brother the question. No, because say as a male father, no. So if you have a daughter, how far can you go with the daughter?
Yeah.
Helping the daughter. Okay. So it's very true that it will get to a point that there are certain things that you might want a lady to teach them. Having said that, no, so around, if there is a mother figure in their life, that is when you can, there are some information that you can pass through their mother to be given to them. But it all boils down to the kind of relationship you have with your child right from the childhood. The Biamese, we need to build that friendship with them, friendship with boundaries. Or Mani who say you can come to me for anything, but there are lines that you don't cross. She can come to you and tell you. But then it will get to a time that you may need a mother figure to go deep into certain things, especially when you adolescent. Maybe one man of a panic or finding difficult of a catcher. But so know what that true friendship from childhood that there are certain things that she will be able to share with you. But being comfortable to teach them into deep, you might need a mother figure. It could be their own mother, or it could be a lady that you trust. If the mother figure is not around, it could be a woman that you trust so much that your child can be comfortable with. Then you can plead with the person to take the child deeply into things that she might not understand. But if the mother is around and you are still together, or you are happy for the mom to continue, then you can channel that through the mom. But it's good to build that relationship right from childhood with your kids. Then you build on that, and when they get to that adolescent stage, they can still come to you to talk to you about certain things. But being a man, as you said, there are deeper things that you might need a lady or a mother figure to go into. The same thing with boys. the boys will get to a stage that there are certain things that they will be able to tell you, but some things they might need to discuss with a male figure rather than a female figure. I hope your question is answered.
I hope so. Any other request? Please, if you have anything, you can type it in. This is the time, please. Let us be able to be efficient. Okay, ask your questions. Otherwise, I will ask all my questions. You can also request, and I'll just let you come on and ask your question by, talking. Sis, I just want to ask this question for, parents that, when their kids is a first-time parent who has had a child and doesn't know what to expect. What are some of the things, nowadays, ni school time aso akra na, it's like a normal routine we take it. Akra no do time at Oria or Nante is a time that obe started school. Say school time no eswan. What are some of the things for families, especially so you're single parent? Is it important say obe search the school, the environment maybe akra na ekono, and communication ben yes only teachers no, because most of the time I think say because here work room has say no, where I'm coming from, I know say Ghana is because of Sikasemunti no, yeah the Manoko school ebia bebia Montessori ni Sikasemo ya medin beko Montessori krom hano obi etime de back school bia apart from say bia opese oko private no. But I just want you to elaborate or speak to us, because here dear I want mothers to focus about. We can't just take our children to any school at all. Intino say obey nina, because you did speak with regards to Piaget, and you mentioned the fact that they need to be loved and they don't know the difference between truth and wrong. Intino, we should be very, very careful when it comes to say more upgrading from 4 years now. I just want you to tell us with regards to the environment when it comes to school choosing. What should mothers do when they come home? So what are the support that we need? Because we tend to just stand on the adolescent, say me try me money, but crown foundation is very, very important, and this is where most parents lack. Into me person or hit you on a hawk acranamai.
So paniswa wawo wo feel ni wo feel no, then you thinking bani be start school, maybe also working. So how am I going to go about this? School ben am for. Do I want her to go full time? And do I want my child to go the 15 hours? In that case, no. What do I want to do? So you start searching for the schools. The area you are.
Yeah, when I want to make a ton of baby, one I say, so we share the qualities of the school and I say
there is this thing called Ofsted and all that. So those things will give you a bit of knowledge about the schools around you. I remember we used to live in Kent before we moved to London. And in Kent, my children used to go to one of the best schools, St. John's Grammar. They had their own grammar school. It was the best school in Kent. And even for you to get, it was a Catholic school. For you to get in, your kids need to write exams like 2 times. So when we're moving here, that was one of my major problems. I'm like, how am I going to get a school like that? So I checked online. Then I went to the school to speak to the headmaster. I said, we have to move to London, but I want a school. So the headmaster gave me a school. He said, this school and this school, they are just equivalent to our school. So have a look into these 2 schools. So when I was coming from Kent, I had those schools before me. And the headmaster actually was very nice to me because she said, if you go to that school, tell them your kids are coming from this school. Give us our telephone number. They can give us a call and we will speak with them. So make your research. Don't just send your kids to any school at all. Make your research. Which area am I living? Cemetery, London, Cemetery, wherever I'm living. What are some of the best schools here? And saying best school, what makes it best? Is it the sports aspect that makes it best or the academic aspect? What am I looking for? So, and then visit some of these schools, make open days and stuff like that. Go to the school, have a look at the school. Look at the school environment. What are they teaching the kids? How are the kids like? Is it a good school? Is it disciplined school? You will feel it. Go and have a look. Read about it. Ask parents. If you go to this play group and all that, ask the parents. Which school do you take your kids to? Is it a good school? Do you like it? What do they do? How are the teachers like? Are they nice? Read about it. Look, research for us. There are a lot written about schools in our areas. They make research, their environment, the cleanliness, the teaching. Sometimes you see that the teaching is good, cleanliness is excellent, something is exceptional. So look at what you want. Having said that, if you take your kid to school, don't just leave the kids at school. I always say that when you drop your kids off at school or when you are picking them in the afternoon, quickly speak to the teacher. Even if it's for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Oh, how are you, madam? How was school today? How is he doing today? You will gather 1 or 2 information. Oh, he did well today, but there was a bit of he was off today, especially the little ones. Oh, she didn't really like to play today with the friends. I don't know why, but you've gotten some information from there. So when you go home, you want to ask your child, did anything happen at school? Go to Parents' Day. Look into your kids' books. What are they learning at school? Is he able to do his work? Is he passing his exams? Is he writing? If it's writing skills, are they writing well? Sometimes they use this cursive writing and all that. You have time to look, because that is the only way you can make the good choice. And then when your kids come home, don't just buy cocoa melon, whatever. No, not just that. Give them play things that helps them to think.
Logos.
Roadblock, the blocks that they arrange.
Logo.
It's really good because they learn how to concentrate. They learn how to get it right.
Building blocks.
It helps them to build a lot of knowledge and understanding. Because sometimes they will build it and it will be wrong and they will break down. Then they will realize that, oh, maybe I did it wrong here. Let me do it again. It builds their mathematical skills. When it comes to reading, get them books. Get them phonics books. Start early. I always say that. Start early with the kids. My last daughter is in year 1 and she can read newspaper. Sometimes I take newspaper, metro paper from outside and give it to her. She can read it. Start with them very early. Be interested in their phonics. Phase 1, phase 2. As they are in phase 1 at their classroom, you are already in phase 2 at home. Because you are putting in the extra work. That's the only way you can build them up. I always say that Prophet Eli in the Bible says Eli was a man of God, but he gave birth to bastards. Excuse me to say. Because if you read about Eli, even though he was doing the work of God, his kids were doing something else. Bible didn't tell what he was doing wrong. It could be he was not investing in the kids' education that much. So invest in your children's education right from the early stage. Put in the effort. Do homework with them. The homework they brought home, give them the same homework but in a different context. So let them practice more, and that is the only way you will get there. Don't just take them to any school. Oh, this school is close to my house. I drop them at school, I take bus to work. It's easy for me. It's easy for you, but is it good for the child? So Take all the information you can get, make your research, visit the school yourself, ask other parents their experience before you can make that choice. And even after you make that choice, put in the extra work with the kids. Put in the extra work. Don't just leave them because they are all you have. Put in the extra work, and you will actually get something good out of it.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I really wanted you to, clarify that aspect because it's very, very necessary that most of the time I just speak to mothers and they're like, it's the mothers that make decisions. The men, they are always going to work and all that. And you see that they just want a short distance that they can go and pick the kids and all that. But it's not to do with that. In this country, even though, if you can't afford private, there are grades like you just mentioned. And Ofsted ratings are very, very important. We have first class schools, those people that are outstanding, and we have the good and we have the average. But when you are looking at this kind of things, it's most important that you take advantage of it. Even though you are not paying, we have schools that is outstanding, that the distance might be far, but it's going to benefit your children because they have a reason why they've rated them outstanding. And I'll just give an example. Like when we were in London, I didn't get to, it's all about reading, sis. It's all about reading. Nobody told me about, where you have to put your children and all that. But when I moved, I've never seen a school in the area that I am that is outstanding. So, you have to go beyond. Even though it's not in your area, maybe it's 30 minutes, you have to struggle, because I realized that where they were in London, that was outstanding. It was, they have that support when it comes to the books that they were using. So every parent that doesn't do this, they don't research, they just take their children to any school at all because wadamfo emma wo hontino obetimi apeke o mama now you take. Please, let's just use this platform to, like our lady is saying, let's advocate on choosing best schools. You're free, let's take advantage of it and just look at the ratings. If it's outstanding, just go. If it's good, you can do it. But if it's satisfaction is average, please, men share distance need to do because their facilities are not good. Until when you have a baby, let's try and make sure say baby a day bane kono ebe boa kranana. And the environment, like our sister just mentioned. And I also want to ask sister, when it comes to Yembano, this is to do with single parents. Omu need help, because sometimes me, I was just telling one lady how I admire the lady. And my mom, how she did it, I don't know, because even for a day, I can't do without my husband not being around. And I know that most husbands or wives that have separated, and you mo pen say, our really big, but abanisa. I just want us to, support them, because maybe obi niha obe kana asem to us. So I want to just chip in this question, say, we or you're single parents, and this is 21st century. On that time, intimate training banadi. Is there any material obetimi I recommend you and I say obetimi study teacher? There's a lady that I admire, she's here, but I just don't want to mention her name. I know that she's very forceful, and these are some of the things that I admire. Then I just want to recommend, but I don't want to say it because you are here, you are very knowledgeable, you know all that, and I'll just add up. There's a single man is out there. Only baby obetimi a trene banade. Ena akra no baby a wadru no. Me mfa ne say ni 10 years mu okofa ne free school be so okwa adwuma odi ni koja obi. na nipa no ahye ne ba no because maame bi eni ho papa bi eni ho ono ba kofuo ya nti ebi obi ananti ema akra no etimi efa any behaviors. Is there any recommendation or the bema obisa or struggle only obi obesha ne ba e dia na obetimi dia no per se or balance life with also giving quality life for the child? What advice can you give such a person?
So what I'm going to say is childcare is a big thing here in this country. Being a single parent makes it even harder. But sometimes I will say that people think being a single parent or it's automatical that it's going to be too hard on you, so your kids will not make it. No, it's not true. It is hard, it is difficult, because you might need somebody to support you whilst you work. You might need somebody to be with the kids whilst you work, but that is where the problem comes in. So in this case, what I will advise is there is help, honestly. There are help, but it depends on the job you do, how many hours you do. It depends on your status as well in this country as well. So you can get support, like there's that community support.
Okay.
So in that case, you register with the community you live in. You go to the borough, you register as a single mom with a child. Then you will let them know your working hours. So we have a community support. So in that case, they will deal with you. So they have a group that they meet with the kids. Some do after school pickups for them here in London. Yeah. Some they'll pick the kids and they will stay in that. They have a hub till about 5:30. Then you can pick your kids from there. At the end of the month, I think the borough will pay some, and then you, depending on the job you do and how much you get, you pay a little bit the difference. Having said that, you also need to. That's why we join churches, we join groups. Find one or two people that you can trust. Believe that these people are good people. I'm happy to leave my children with them. Don't just leave your kids anywhere.
Anybody.
You are first, and you need to go to work, so you leave your kids anywhere. No. So find one or two people from your church, from the groups you join, or from your community. You don't live in isolation. As parents, we need to join networks. We need to have those good networks and groups, because you're going to need it at some point. So once you have one or two people that you can trust, let them know your situation. Find out if there is any way they can help, one way or the other. Even if you have to pay them something at the end of the month, it's a sacrifice to get your kids in a better place than to leave them here. You are stressed, the child is stressed. At the end of the day, it affects all of you. So join associations, go to your borough and ask about community health centers. They exist, but because we don't know, because we don't make research, we don't know it exists. And trust me, whatever you don't know, you will not benefit, because they wouldn't come and tell you that, oh, we are here, if you need us, come. No. So go to your borough, ask about community health services, let them know you are single parent, you are struggling with your child, and then they will refer you to these services. Sometimes you pay according to the job you do and then how much you earn. You're going to pay something little, but it's better that way than stressing so much and breaking down at the end of the day. Get people from your church, from your group that you can trust. Get 1, 2, or some 3 people that you can really trust, that your child can go to them when needed. Or in short, make plans to get someone from home who can come and stay with you and help you. It could be your mother, if your mother is alive and you have the opportunity to bring them in. Let them come and help you for some years or for some time. It helps, because in every time we have to bring our mothers in to stay with us and help us a little bit. So this is what I think about the question and what I think will help.
Yeah, thank you very much. I didn't know, they had that kind of support for, people when it comes to, because most of the time maybe they need to go to work from 3 or 2, and the fact that they don't have anybody else. Sometimes you and friends might fall out and you tend to give the children to anybody that you find. So I like the fact that you brought this up, and people can, single mothers or fathers who find themselves in this situation can resort to the hub and the community, because we have known that there's support, and I'm so happy that there is support. Thank you so much, sis. Black Jen.
Good evening, Auntie Dinah. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. So I just want you to just add a little bit about the 21st century parenting. I know you've been listening to
Wow. Today I came as a student. I came as a student, so I was there listening and soaking. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, and thank you very much, Mami Kia, for all the awesome contributions to support each one of us to be the best that we can. I think what I would say about maybe the 21st century parent is it's not the same as we grew up. We grew up not being seen as children. We grew up in some spaces where whatever you even loved, because of certain misconceptions, it needed to be hidden. I always say what I was very good at when I was growing up was music. I can listen to somebody play the piano and I can say the next key should be a sol, do, la. But interestingly, when I was growing up, music was deemed as the most useless subject in class. So I remember my older sister, who was 2 years ahead of me, I used to teach her homework. But what happened? When I got to secondary school, Form 3, we were going to Form 4, there weren't people doing music, so I dropped it. I didn't see anybody playing the piano apart from the person in the church. So those are some of the things that maybe in our time, in terms of the 21st century, we can look at the talent of the child. Because interestingly, as old as I am, that is one of the things that I do to bond with my daughter, who used to play piano, where she comes back from piano lessons and she plays, and I'll say, no, you made a mistake here. Go back, it was meant to be it. She said, you're not holding the paper. How do you know that I made, And I said, yes. If I had somebody to have identified that in me, possibly I would have been playing it better now. All that it means is we have to identify the skills that our children are coming up with. It's not every child of yours who is going to be academic. Some of them, you tell them, maybe mommy is in the kitchen, go and help them. Straight away, that is where you see the frowning face. The other person will go and straight away be helping. They are totally different. But it's a matter of sometimes finding where each one shines, bringing in their skills, and definitely, looking at how you can praise them. Unfortunately, if we are looking at those of us, in the West, we haven't got a big space. So if mommy is sad, they are able to see. If daddy is sad, they are able to see. And West, though, you even want to think about having an argument, it can't happen, because the house is not big enough. No matter what we think, that it's not big, they will hear it. So, you have to be very aware that this is not like back home. We are growing up with them, but there should also be the boundaries. What it means is, let the children get to the point where they know that mommy hasn't got money this month, daddy hasn't got money this month, because they are growing in that competitive state where all their friends have got tablets. Why are we not having it? Is it because we are poor? No, we are not poor, but this is what it means. As you are growing with them, you can explain things to them for them to understand that we are who we are. That stereotypical view of us as Black people. You help them to appreciate who they are, but the more you explain things to them, the more they become very receptive. There are so many ways that you can grow up with these children, and you realize that, they become your friend. I remember when my children were growing up, there was a time that we were going to Ghana. I went with the kids. Mom was coming another time, and I said to them, and they weren't very old enough, so I gave them a lie that we were going to France. Then we would take a boat from France and go to Ghana. And when we got to Ghana, interestingly, they didn't even know that we had arrived in Ghana. They asked me a question, Papa, why is everybody black here? I said, yeah, this is where they brought all the slaves to. And up till now, they remember it, only for them to go, outside Kotoka and meet the family. These are some of the things that maybe we do it, we say it as fun, but all the same, it means that we are leaving memories for them. We want them to know that, even if tomorrow Papa is no more, Mommy is no more, they have these good memories, and it doesn't always take money. We go to church, we come back, okay, those who are a little bit fussy with eating, let all eat the kinky, let all eat the banku, from the same bowl. And it's not because, they cannot eat or it's not enough to go around, but the joy or fun of, you all having it makes them wanting to do it. But apart from that, it also helps the fussy ones to also want to continue to eat. Because if they eat, you also stop talking. Because if they don't eat, you are going to continue to complain over and over. So I think for me, what I would say is, you have to be intentional. You have to appreciate, who they are as individuals. There may be things that, you have to be very firm, because at the end of the day, they are not your friends, they will take certain things for granted to say that, when maybe I have to go to a party, I need mommy to drop me, I need daddy to drop me. No, it's as and when I am available. So there will be boundaries, but on the other hand, there will be that open relationship where they can come to you and tell you about what is going on, in school or maybe on the playground. So yeah, I think this will be my only contribution. But all that I'll say to every parent is, at the end of the day, parenting is an opportunity. It's not everybody who has that opportunity. So if you've been given that blessing and the challenge, then you should know that every investment has an upside and the downside. Downside, and also I'm the buyer will be shaman Ben Family or cry. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Black Jen Yamin Shaupa. Any other question before we let our sister? We've taken a lot of her time. She's going to work. Oh, yay!
Oh, it's all right.
Oh, forgive us. I saw a question here. Or was it? African parents often overlook talent and squander resources because of common misconceptions. Is that a question or? All right. In general, parenting is about adaptability, empathy, awareness, and flexibility. Thank you, sister. Kwabena Ajenim Yedasipa. Sequia, what is your last remarks, please?
Oh,
Dying.
Before I end, I will say this topic is really broad. So there are a lot of things that we didn't talk about today, but there will always be another time. So one thing we should all put in mind is parenting is about modeling and mentoring. So you are mentoring them, but you are being the model. Where you are being the example. Put these two words in your mind whenever you're bringing up your kids. But I'm their model, like a role model. So you are modeling in front of them. They are watching you. And at the same time, you are mentoring them. So you are guiding them to be that model you want them to be. So the two of them go hand in hand. Don't do one thing and expect it to do another. It doesn't work. Secondly, don't let us throw away our culture totally because we are in a different country. Because I will say that children, this 21st century, some of them don't even know how to greet. They will just meet you and hi, they will go. Hi, auntie, then they will go. So greeting is part of our culture, which was very important. So the good things in our culture, don't let us throw everything away. Let us teach them the good ones. Teach your kids how to greet people, how to respect people. Like
some parents don't even hello, hello, they won't. But that's part of our culture, where we are coming from. But I know, sir, bro, funny dear, so we a stranger near the other bar. Yeah, baby, a free ban. I like what you've just said.
Because we are in the 21st century parenting, people have just threw away all the culture of everything we learn. Some of them are not good. We can't be beating them with the canes if it doesn't work. But we have to take the good ones out of our culture, the ones that we think this will help our children, this will help them to grow. We need to bring that back into our day-to-day, bringing them up, and it will help them. We also want to take all that we learned today, put it in one nutshell, and you can't do everything, but we do our best every day. Don't overdo it that you yourself will get worn out. Do your best every day. Seek for information when you need. Seek for information, and that's the only way that will help you to bring these kids up. And somebody was talking about developing their talent. A child without any skill, it's a child with empty head. So let us bring their skills out. Every child comes to this world with something. Learn to develop it. As they are growing up, watch them. Watch what they do from afar, and you will know. Even if you have 4 children, you will know which one each and every one of them like to do. You will have one that even in the bathroom, you will be singing with the shower. You know that. Watch them. You will eventually pick up what do my kids love doing. Develop that as their hobby. Let it be their skill. You never know. They might need it. Like the man who came to talk, our brother was talking about piano. Maybe if he had gotten someone to help him develop that, it would have led him to somewhere else, because that is his natural talent. But because nobody watched him, nobody helped him to develop it, he had to go anywhere. So let's help them. Let's watch them from afar. Let's get the knowledge and understanding we need to understand them, and let us do our best to bring them up in the right way as much as we can. And at the end of the day, it will help us, and we will get what we want. We don't always get, it's not 100% guarantee, but then when we put in the work, God will help us, and then we'll get what we want. And don't let us leave our children God don't bring up children. God will protect them from you, but He expects you. He says, I know Solomon would do this. I know Abraham would do this, because God expects you to bring up the children. That is why He says, train up the child the way they should go. He didn't say pray up the child the way they should go. So we can't say that, I'm Christian, God will bring my children up, they will turn up. Most pastors' children didn't turn up well because they left that job for God to do. And God will not bring your children up for you. He will protect them. He will guide them. Whatever you put in them, He will help them to remember and do it. But the training aspect, God expects you and me to do that aspect. I will end here, and then we will continue another time.
Wow. What a section. What a powerful section. We have been enlightened. I have been enlightened today. Thank you so much. Train up the child the way he or she to go. And when they grow up, they will never depart from it. They will never depart from it. So our sister has spoken a lot. And I know that you have been blessed this evening. You have been enlightened. You have been empowered. If there was any misconception, you have been clarified. Okay? I know that by now you are okay. And if not anything at all, what I am taking with me from here today is that the duty of the child is in my hands. God, we always say God. I like what you did, because we are too much of Christianity. It's very important, but God has ordered us. He has given us the power, to train the children. You need God guidance to be able to train the kids. The power is in your hands. God has given us that power, but you have to use it, and God will support you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Like your last remarks as well, and I can't thank you enough. Being a mother, doing so much for yourself. I appreciate you, and I know that I'm going to have another section with you, and you will turn me down. Sorry that we have gone overboard beyond time. I'm so sorry, and thank you so much. Nyamisha Obebre Mr. Kia. Nyamisha Opa. So I say wadaje. Now I'll be educated. Say the only is sunyade. And also very, very important. We have to learn so that we will know, because the 21st century children, they know a lot than us. Until we need to learn. Parents will bring party. There was a child that came on Diana's Diary, and she was like, my parents just said I should do doctor. Meanwhile, when him course cry me meet ebe doctor no. And one say, or nim say, ni nam for my doctors, we are a lawyer. Oh, so we need to learn so that we can guide them the kind of subjects. So omubetimi choose. So akra no nim say wonim kro be kwakoye course bia emfa queen, because she knows you doesn't know. Thank you so much, and everybody that came on Diana's Diary this evening, to support us, to contribute. We appreciate you all.